As economic uncertainty looms, many Americans are scaling back on non-essentials and thinking twice before splurging on all those good fun purchases. Check out this new Bankrate survey. It shows more than 54% of adults, U.S. adults, they plan to cut back on travel, dining or live entertainment this year. And that's more than the 49% who expected to spend less this year. So for more on this, I'm joined now by Ted Rossman. He's a senior industry analyst for Bankrate. Ted, this sounds like a very common and typical story. Americans planning to spend less, but help us understand the specific reasons why.
People are worried about tariffs, inflation, high interest rates, recession worries. There's a lot of worries out there. Consumer sentiment has been really down in the dumps for about 5 years now, and it's taken another leg downward recently with the tariff situation. That said, I know 54% say they're cutting back. I don't buy it, to be honest. We're still seeing record amounts of air travelers, according to the TSA. Bar and restaurant sales were up 8% year over year in April, according to the Census Bureau. There's a really interesting disconnect going on right now between what people say and what they do. What they say is very negative, but actual data has been much more positive when it comes to consumer spending and jobs and other economic data.
It's a really interesting point that you make. And, you know, the survey also found that Americans are less willing to take on debt for fun purchases. I mean, come on, putting yourself in debt for fun, it's the American way. So why is that, do you think, that they're even willing to not swipe the card for some of these fun things?
This, again, may be a little bit of watch what I do, not just what I say, because credit card balances are near record highs. Credit card rates are also near record highs. In our survey, we found that about 4 in 10 Gen Zers and millennials say that they're willing to take on debt for these kinds of discretionary purchases. Only about 1 in 4 boomers and Gen Xers said that. So there is a bit of a phenomenon going on with people in their 20s and 30s. And some of this is a continuation of what we've seen ever since the pandemic, which is young people prioritizing experiences. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't want to tell people they can't have any fun. I do worry about the debt piece, just if you're paying for this trip at a 20% interest rate and you're still paying for it years from now. I mean, that part is potentially worrisome. But we have seen this fundamental shift. A lot of young people are pessimistic about their student loans and high housing costs and high childcare prices and all these other things. But in a way, this spending on experiences is a bit of a rebellion. It's this kind of revenge spending that that other stuff may not be great, but at least I can go to the music festival or at least I can go on the trip.
Yeah, which is why so many people complain about super high ticket prices for their favorite artists. They want to see them. So, Ted, in our last few seconds, what advice would you give to folks watching this saying, I don't intend to spend as much for fun purchases, but they likely will? What guidance would you give?
Budget for it ahead of time, set money aside so that you're not taking on debt, and be flexible. If you can kind of zig when others zag, travel at off-peak times, use rewards points and miles, drive instead of fly, there are some modifications you can make to have fun on a budget.
Yes, very good advice. Live your life. Don't put yourself in too much debt. Ted Rossman, we appreciate you joining us. Thanks so much.